making English easy for everyone.
Speak English with Jay and May.
Hey, English learners! Welcome back to Speak English with Jay and May, your cozy little place to build your English confidence. I'm May.
Hello, May, and hello, everyone. I'm Jay. How are you today, May?
I'm great, Jay. Hey, quick question for everyone listening right now. Do you ever want to practice speaking English, but there's just nobody around?
Oh, yes, that's literally me every single day. I want to practice, but I have no one to talk to.
Well, good news. Today's episode is going to change everything for you because you don't need a partner to practice speaking English. You just need yourself.
Wait, seriously? You mean I can practice alone and actually get better?
Not just better, you can get really, really good. And today, we're going to show you exactly how, step by step.
Okay, I'm already excited because, honestly, I feel guilty when I don't practice, but sometimes there's just no one available.
And that guilt is so unnecessary, Jay. The tools you need, you already have them. Your voice, your phone, your mirror. That's it.
Wow, when you say it like that, it sounds so simple.
It is simple. We just overcomplicate it in our heads. But before we jump in, real quick, if this podcast is helping your English journey, please subscribe, hit that like button, turn on your notifications, and share this episode with a friend who's also learning. It truly means the world to us.
Yes, please, share it with everyone you know. Okay, May, I'm ready. What is technique number 1?
Okay, technique number 1 is so clever and honestly a little sneaky. Put your earphones in and pretend you're on a phone call.
Wait, pretend? Like fake a phone call in public?
Yes, put your earphones in, walk around, and speak out loud in English like you're having a real conversation with someone on the phone.
You mean like, oh really, that's so interesting. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Exactly like that. And here's the genius part. When people see you with earphones in and talking, they just think you're on a real call. Nobody looks twice.
Oh wow, so you can practice English in public and nobody even knows you're practicing.
On the street, in the park, walking to the shop, anywhere. You look completely normal. And you're getting real speaking practice the whole time.
That's so sneaky. I absolutely love it. But May, what do you actually talk about during this fake call?
Anything. Tell your imaginary friend about your day. Describe what you see around you. Practice a conversation you need to have soon in real life.
Oh, so you're also preparing for real situations while you walk around outside.
Exactly. And because you're moving, your body is relaxed, and a relaxed body means more natural flowing speech.
This is where things change for real. Most people are scared to speak English in public, but with this trick, you're doing it without even feeling the pressure.
And confidence builds in public, Jay. Speaking alone at home is great, but when you start speaking, even pretending, out in the real world, something shifts inside you.
You start to feel like, oh wait, I can actually do this.
That feeling right there, that's the beginning of real confidence. And once you feel it once, you want to feel it again.
I'm doing this tomorrow morning on my way to get breakfast. Earphones in, full fake phone call.
Yes, do it. And notice how natural you sound. Okay. Technique number 2, self-talk. You talk to yourself, out loud, in English.
Like just wandering around the house narrating things?
Exactly. You narrate your life like you're the main character in a movie. I'm opening the fridge. I'm hungry. I think I'll make some rice.
That's funny, but I can totally see how it works. Is it different from the earphone trick?
Good question. The earphone trick is perfect outside when other people are around. Self-talk is great at home. in the kitchen, the bathroom, anywhere you're alone.
Oh, I see. So one is for outside, one is for inside. They actually work together.
And the goal of both is the same. Train your brain to think directly in English, not translate first. Think in English from the start.
Because I always translate from my language first and then speak, and by the time I find the words, the moment is already gone.
That's called translation delay, and daily self-talk is the cure. The more you narrate your day, the faster your brain connects English words directly to real life, automatically.
You mean eventually the English word just comes on its own, without thinking first?
That's exactly it. You see a chair, you think chair, not your native word first. That's when you know English is truly living inside you.
Wow. Okay. Technique number 3?
The mirror method. Stand in front of a mirror and have a full conversation with yourself.
You mean I'm both people in the conversation?
Yes, you ask a question, then you answer it. So, what did you do today? Pause, then answer. Well, I went to the market. I bought some vegetables. It was really hot outside.
You mean I'm both people in the conversation?
Yes, you ask a question, then you answer it. So, what did you do today? Pause, then answer. Well, I went to the market. I bought some vegetables. It was really hot outside.
That's kind of wild. But why the mirror specifically? Why not just talk without it?
The mirror shows you your face, your expressions, your eyes. Most learners focus only on words, but completely forget how they look when they speak.
Oh, so you're training your face too, not just your mouth.
Think about it. When someone tells you exciting news, you don't just hear the words. You see their smile, their energy, their eyes lighting up.
That's true. The face tells the whole story, not just the mouth.
So if your face looks scared and stiff, your voice sounds scared and stiff too. The mirror helps you catch that and relaxed into the conversation.
I never connected my facial expressions to how I sound. This is honestly where things really change for me.
Once you start noticing it in the mirror, you can't unsee it. And slowly, you start to look and sound so much more confident and natural.
Okay, I need a mirror right now. Technique number 4?
Record yourself. Press record on your phone and speak for 1 minute about anything. Your day, your favorite food, a show you're watching, anything at all.
Ugh, I already cringe just thinking about hearing my own voice.
Everyone says that, I promise. But here's the interesting part. When you listen back, you hear things you never notice while you're actually speaking.
You mean like mistakes I didn't even know I was making?
Yes, maybe you said 15 times without realizing it. Maybe you spoke way too fast. Maybe you repeated the same word over and over. You simply cannot catch those things in the moment.
Because when you're speaking, your brain is too busy thinking about what to say next.
Exactly. But when you listen back, you're relaxed. You hear everything clearly. You become your own teacher for free.
So it's like getting personal feedback without needing anyone else.
Free feedback, anytime, anywhere. And then you record again, listen again, each time a little better than before.
Record, listen, improve, repeat. That's the whole cycle?
That's the whole cycle. And done consistently, that's genuinely how fluency builds. Not in one big magical jump, in small, honest steps every single day.
I had a phone this whole time and I was completely wasting it.
Most people use their phone for everything except practicing English. But now you know better.
Okay, technique number 5?
Read out loud every single day. It doesn't have to be a book. A news headline, a recipe, a text message, a YouTube comment, anything written in English, just read it out loud.
Just read it out loud? That honestly sounds almost too simple.
I know, but here's why it's so powerful. Reading out loud forces your mouth to physically move through English sounds. Your tongue, your lips, your breath, they all work together at the same time.
You mean like a mouth workout?
Your mouth is a muscle, Jay, and like any muscle, it needs daily training. When you read silently, your mouth gets zero practice. When you read out loud, every single word is a workout.
So silent reading helps my vocabulary, but not really my speaking.
Exactly right. For speaking, your mouth needs to move every day. No shortcut around it.
And I guess reading things I enjoy means I'll actually stick with it.
Smart thinking. 10 minutes of enjoyable practice beats 1 hour of boring practice every single time. Consistency is everything.
Okay, last one. Technique number 6.
Talk to an imaginary friend. You create a character in your mind, a coworker, a classmate, a stranger at a coffee shop, and have a full, real conversation with them.
Like full role play? Completely by yourself?
Yes, and here's why it's brilliant. You practice real-life situations before they actually happen. Ordering food, asking for directions, introducing yourself at a job interview.
Oh, so you're rehearsing, like an actor before a big performance.
Actors don't walk on stage and hope for the best. They rehearse until every line feels completely natural. English learners should do the same thing.
So when the real situation comes, your brain isn't panicking because you've already lived that conversation.
You've already had it, in your room, with no pressure, no judgment. So in real life, it feels familiar, and familiar feels safe.
Less panic, more confidence, because somewhere in your brain, you already know you can do it.
Exactly. And imagine this. You have a job interview next week. Every night before, you practice introducing yourself to your imaginary interviewer. By the time the real interview comes, you've already done it 20 times.
And you walk in relaxed instead of terrified. I want to try the coffee shop one right now, actually.
Go for it. Hi, can I get a large coffee, please? It's been a really long day.
See, that's so natural when you say it like that. Okay, May, vocabulary moment. What are our 5 phrases today?
Yes, today's 5 phrases are all connected to self-practice. Ready?
Ready.
Number 1, self-talk. Talking to yourself out loud to practice thinking and speaking in English.
Like, I use self-talk every morning before I leave the house. Got it.
Number 2, narrate. To describe what is happening as it happens, like a sports commentator describing a game live.
Oh, I love that image. I narrate my cooking in English every evening. Perfect.
Number 3, intonation. The rise and fall of your voice when you speak, the rhythm and music of the language.
Like how your voice naturally goes up at the end of a question?
Exactly that. Reading out loud every day helps you develop this naturally over time. Number 4, rehearse. To practice something carefully and repeatedly before you do it for real.
I rehearse difficult English conversations before I actually have them. That phrase alone is so useful.
And number 5, fluency. Speaking smoothly and naturally without long pauses or stopping to search for words.
That's the goal for everyone listening right now. Fluency. Speaking freely without freezing up.
And the beautiful truth is, all 6 techniques today build exactly that, fluency, from your room, on the street, by yourself, completely for free.
No expensive class, no waiting for a partner, no perfect conditions needed.
Just you, your voice, and the decision to start today. That one decision changes everything.
The biggest thing I learned today, it's fear that stops us. Not ability, not intelligence, just fear.
And most learners have far more ability than they realize. They just need a safe, pressure-free space to let it come out. Solo practice gives you exactly that space.
Because when no one is watching, you can be messy and imperfect and just try things freely.
And trying every single day, even for just 10 minutes, is what builds a truly fluent speaker over time. It was never about talent. It's always been about consistency.
10 minutes a day. That's something every single person listening can do starting today.
Absolutely everyone. And those 10 minutes, day after day, add up to something remarkable. Before you know it, you look back and think, wow, I've come so far.
I needed to hear that. I think a lot of our listeners really needed to hear that too.
I hope so. Okay, before we say goodbye, here is today's question for all of you wonderful listeners out there.
Yes, leave us a comment.
Which of today's 6 techniques are you going to try first? The sneaky earphone trick, self-talk, the mirror method, recording yourself, reading out loud, or the imaginary friend?
Tell us in the comments below. We read every single one and we genuinely love hearing from you. Your words inspire us every single day.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. You showed up, you listened, and that already means you are doing something wonderful for your English. Keep going. We believe in you.
See you tomorrow, everyone. Bye, May.
Bye, Jay. Bye, everyone. Remember, no partner needed. Just start speaking.